Welcome to your Inspirational Astrology Horoscope for Thursday, April 3rd, 2014. I'm Astrologer David Palmer, the Leo King, here to illuminate the collective consciousness. Check out my April 2014 webinar, The Rise and the Fall. This is a month with eclipses, Cardinal cross energy. I'm sure you've already been feeling it at the beginning of April here. This is a webinar you are not gonna wanna miss. Check out the download link down below. And it's good to be back. It's good to have a microphone on too. Woo! And it's good to be back because today, the energy's still intense. So I'm glad I'm still in it while it's intense, because these last couple days, as we've had the highlight, as if you look in a chart, the sun's position has come in the middle of this T-square, the pressure cooker, the pressure about stepping into your unique self, stepping into the bigger roads, the optimism, stepping out of comfort and stepping into new comfort zones. And more importantly, we face today the sun squaring Pluto, our fears, the transformation that must come, the death and rebirth. This is the sun squaring Pluto. Very different energies. So when these two energies don't get along well, it's intense. The sun's the bringer of life, Pluto's the bringer of death. And when they don't get along, woo, we got some stuff to work out with death and life. We've got some stuff to work out with intensity and awareness. We've got some things to change. The sun squaring Pluto is a forced change that I'm guaranteeing you, especially as Pluto is in Capricorn, dealing with old energy, rules, concrete. There are things that have been concreted in your life for too long. Rules, systems, engagements. It's time for you to break those down so you can step into this revolution of new self. And there's fears that we have concreted ourselves in fears, and especially as Pluto's opposing Jupiter and Jupiter's involved, these are our beliefs on what's comfortable. And there's a side of ourself which goes, I keep this in place because it just feels right. Well, there's one thing about stepping into new energy where you gotta make sure you get rid of the crap, I can use great examples, like if you're being harassed, like why stay in that energy? Sometimes we can get comfortable with being harassed because it's more comfortable to, stay in that situation. What's like when you look at it from outer, you're like, what are you doing, right? And in all of our lives, we have had to face, because this is about facing. The universe, with all this energy and cardinal crosses and eclipses coming in April and all this energy is happening, is having you face stuff dead on. Facing the rise in your life or the fall and where those energies are at. Where must you let go of things and where must you rise to the occasion now? And today is a day with the moon in Gemini, which we're curious, we want to know why, and we can start to also play head games. And especially as the sun squares Pluto, it could be really intense, sometimes even really dark, I'm going to be honest with you. And I think part of this is to not trip out. Part of the mind can trip the hell out today. Because when the moon's in Gemini, it wants to figure out why, question. And the emotions want to release and ask and start to bring it all out. And we might want to talk it out. And I think talking it out can be helpful in relating it with people, especially as we have Venus finishing up in Aquarius, which is great for finding friendships, people to help you, rub your back, kind of be like, it's okay. I think that's an outlet right now to help you see, oh my gosh, now I can understand what's going on. But the moon is going to square Neptune. We do have all this energy happening in Pisces. Mercury's in Pisces. So our mind needs to understand there are signs that we're following and not maybe question the signs so much, but follow them and use the calculator to calculate ways to follow the signs instead of block the signs. The universe is trying to flow this amazing message, and in my opinion, your destiny, and more importantly, a message of why you came down here and trying to connect heavy amounts of spiritual karma right now for you to go on and to rocket ship on. One thing about Sun close to Uranus like this is that's a rocket ship of electricity. And when you have it in such pressure, this is the pressure that pulls, rocket ships out of space that we're in right now. But rocket ships explode, and rocket ships are very sensitive and they take a lot of energy. And when they go wrong, they fall. And when they go right, they rise, and we get a hell of an adventure. But it's how well you're willing to believe in your rocket, to face the truth when there are issues that might come in your life that are asking you to rocket ship. Like, it's time to face those issues instead of push them down and pray that the rocket won't blow up if we don't get rid of that. Like, you can't not anymore in this reality and in this spiritual juncture point in your life screw up anymore by getting too comfortable, by wanting to stay stagnant, by not wanting to change, by not wanting to face the truth anymore and step into the truth. Your rocket ship will blow up. And I hate to say that. And that's what this month's about, because if you think this last 3 days was crazy, oh, wait till you see the rest of this month. But the truth is I see the universe has highlighted this first before it brings this crazy radical rocket ship change. And if you think this is change, this is just the aligning of the change of kind of the direction that it's all going. That I think these next 3 days are highlighting what's happening. You know, what is going to happen in your life, where it's going to go, what's going to change, the things you've had to face, the feelings that you've experienced, the radical fears that you're going to have to step over, the understanding of what direction, because Aries is about directions. It's the ram wanting to charge. That in our life we know the direction, but what's getting in between? What's old? What's concreted still? What are you questioning instead of calculating from where to go? Like, is your mind getting in between? Are you tripping the F out? Because if you're tripping the F out, you're basically telling Spirit, no, I don't trust it. Even though it might not be a matter of trust, and no, it's not a Billy Joel song, even though I do like that song. It could be actually a matter of trust, especially with Saturn and Scorpio, and you not trusting that you can live in your truth. There's a big energy around that too that's happening in the zodiac. But I think that the bigger aspect of this is like, is your mind so logical that it just still doesn't understand the signs? Or are you able to free flow? That's the problem with Pisces, Gemini, is they square, and Gemini and Pisces can be two dualities that deal with, you know, this free-flowing energy and this fact-checking part of ourselves. And they don't get along. Because fact-checking usually doesn't go too well with just going like, just take it down river and wherever you end up, you'll end up. You know, the Gemini in us goes, no, we need to end up somewhere close to water so we have water and food and da-da-da. The Pisces goes, oh, don't worry, God will put us in the right place. Well, I think a lot of this right now with the universe piling up a lot of stuff in Pisces and Neptune, the natural planet of it in Pisces, and all this stuff that we've been going through in our lives right now, oh, you better trust that. That wrote better than the calculated one, because the calculated one ain't going to work too hot. It's good to have a calculator, but it's good to have a calculator that calculates on the fly and calculates energy that the universe is directly putting signs all over the place with. And I think that the universe is it's ready to just shift this place crazy. I mean, this shows me that the universe is just finally at a place. If you've been waiting for shifts to happen, you know, it might be uncomfortable because it might feel like you're being uprooted out of your life and that there's things happening that are wrong to you, when really there are things that are happening right to you. Because with extreme negativity is actually extreme positivity. And what this is the extreme positive energy of trying to get you there. And you know what? You're going to have to uproot all of the energy that is causing the negativity in your life. You just are so comfortable in it, or you're just so playing by these concreted energies in your life that the universe is coming in with a jackhammer, baby, and with a fate train coming in, whoop, whoop, fading its way into your life with relationships and people and energies that are going to change your life forever. At this juncture in your life, you better be ready with the direction of where this is all going. And those empowered, those ready for finding that peace and that harmony and ready to bridge their life in true harmony are ready to go because they know that it's going in the right direction. So today, don't trip yourself out, face your fears, and more importantly, what do you know you have to let go of today? Because I guarantee you, it's been highlighted in the last day. Check out my website, inclusiveastrology.com, if you have any questions or if you want to have a one-on-one reading. Thank you so much for all of your support, and I will see you for the weekend forecast tomorrow.